Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's Empire. JACOBS Empire. Back from boxing. Now, man, this is a prediction video on why Jacobs, I think he can win a fight. I'm doing one on Canelo too. They both can win a fight, but I'm going to give reasons why they both can win a fight. Now, man, Daniel Jacobs was the WBA champion, middleweight champion, when he knocked out Peter Quinn, right? That was a really big win for him. That was the biggest win of his career, and it was a one-round fight. You know, Daniel Jacobs has a lot of power, and basically he just went in and imposed himself on Peter Quillen. Now, that being said, man, Peter Quillen did not see that happening, and I mean, it was shocking to everyone because at the time, Peter Quillen used to be undefeated as well, and he was a knockout artist as well. And not only that, but at one point, he was a unified middleweight champion, right? Daniel Jacobs just went in there, bull rushed him, hit him with a power shot, and basically, at that point, Peter Quillen didn't know what to do. He was wobbled, and he was in trouble. You know, the thing at middleweight is most of the fighters at middleweight are power punchers. So that being said, everyone is used to taking extreme amount of punishment at middleweight. And the normal middleweight, at least up there at the highest levels, they have extreme chin. They're used to getting hit from bigger, stronger fighters. That a la when Jacobs fought Triple G, he was taking a lot of shots in there, and he really wasn't even phased. Right, he got dropped one time, but that was more like an off-balance shot. But Daniel Jacobs has an incredible chin, and he's extremely fast. You know, when he went southpaw versus Triple G, he was outboxing him. He was just doing a lot of elusive stuff in the ring when he went southpaw on Triple G. Now, man, Daniel Jacobs, he is an unusual fighter because when he at least got a draw, in my opinion, with Triple G, even though he lost, I thought he won or got a draw. I thought he really won that fight. But in saying that, him fighting southpaw is just like his plan B. You know what I mean? I never even seen him go southpaw before, but he decides to fight southpaw the first time in his career against the most dangerous fighter at the time, you know, which was Triple G. Because Daniel Jacobs went the distance with Triple G at the time, which some people haven't done in years. And not only that, he was doing really, really, really well in that fight. Took Triple G's jab away, and Triple G was basically ineffective at that point. The thing is, Daniel Jacobs, I'm going to compare Triple G and Daniel Jacobs together to really give reasons why Canelo probably won't have just as good of a chance. Because Triple G really comes forward with a jab. He's a boxer. He doesn't really brawl. But Daniel Jacobs basically took him apart, man. And Daniel Jacobs says before the fight, when he fought Triple G, I'm scared. I was scared of Triple G. He actually came and admit that he was actually afraid of him. But the way he fought was sort of aggressive, you know. Daniel Jacobs is known for using his weaknesses as strengths, and he was really aggressive in that fight. And I think his trainer actually told him to calm down at some point to the fight because he was training with Triple G so much. And that really toned him down. I really think in that Triple G fight, he didn't really fight 100% all out. Now, in this Canelo fight, man, I think he's going to fight all out, man. He's not going to hold anything back. Everyone knows if you fight Canelo Alvarez, you can't just go to decision with him. You're going to have to stop the guy. I've seen Daniel Jacobs outbox people and impose will at the same time, right? When he was fighting Triple G, I mean, there's times in that fight where Triple G would have Daniel Jacobs close to the rope, and Daniel Jacobs literally swing his way out of the ropes and get Triple G in the corner from being in the corner. Right? I think I forgot what round it was, but basically Triple G almost had him in the corner, and he was just like, he just went off on this ridiculous combination. And he was like leaping with hooks and left and right hooks, chasing Triple G across the ring, hitting him while moving. It was crazy. You know, Daniel Jacobs has a lot of power, man. He's extremely elusive. He can beat people on a plan B. And he's too long and too tall for Canelo Alvarez, man. Now, Canelo Alvarez has some good counter-punching ability, but I think he's too short for that shit. It's not going to work with the taller, stronger, longer Daniel Jacobs, who has the better chin, in my opinion. Yeah, he's been stopped before, but he's only been stopped one time, And that was around the time he was having cancer and shit like that. People don't talk about how when he got stopped, that was around the time he was, dying from cancer, and he managed to overcome that. So, that being said, I think Daniel Jacobs can definitely win this fight for sure. He needs to stay. You can fight aggressive while fighting tall. He needs to stay tall and fight aggressively. That's about it. He can fight aggressively tall. That's all he needs to do. But eventually he's gonna have to impose himself. If he has Canelo hurt and he's going for the kill, and I think he's gonna bring animal in him this fight. Another reason why I think he's gonna win too is I never really cared much for Canelo's trainer, El Cheapo, as people call him. I don't know his real name, but in my opinion, I think Daniel Jacobs has a trainer that's really good, who was an okay fighter. His name is Chris Algieri. From South Africa. He has a master's degree in nutrition. And not only that, he's actually a really good boxer too. But that's basically when Daniel Jacobs really elevated his game to another level. He was a nobody before he fought Triple G, but after, people were like, man, he's really good. Daniel Jacobs is so good. He should be on top pound for pound list. No one talks about it though, which is really shocking. But that's why Eddie Hearn signed him. That's why Eddie Hearn signed him. And with big money behind Daniel Jacobs fighting on Dan's and Canelo fighting on Dan's, they really want to keep this shit in-house. They're really going to want to keep this fight going on more than once. I could easily see this fight having not like a trilogy type fight, because it would be so controversial, whoever wins the first fight, if it's not by KO. I think Chris Algieri is a phenomenal fighter. I think he made Daniel Jacobs a lot better moving. That's why he was able to move against Triple G. If you actually watch Chris Algieri, his biggest win was against Ruslan Praganov. Now in that fight, Ruslan hit Chris Algieri so bad, his eye basically swelled up right in the beginning of the fight, and he had one eye. He had one arm. He basically beat him with one hand the whole fight. His jab. That being said, Daniel Jacobs is the same way. He's basically fighting or training with a guy who basically can beat you with one hand, an aggressive fighter coming forward. Ruslan Praganov is basically like a textbook style Canelo, with less counterpunching ability, but he's still a come forward power puncher. So, man, I think Canelo Alvarez, why he's a great fighter, I think he's in the wrong division, man. I think the 160 division is too big for him. Yeah, he's bigger and everything, but he can give punishment. But I think physically wise, like, just because you can get wins at a higher weight class doesn't mean you belong in that weight class. I think Canelo Alvarez has definitely reached his peak. When he beat Rocky Fielding at 168, that was shocking. I mean, he looked, the size difference was mind-boggling. It looked like the guy was a couple weight classes bigger than him, even though he's only one weight class bigger than him. But Canelo stopped him around two. But that's not the point. The point of the matter is, if a guy knew how to fight on his back foot and keep him at range, then it would be easy win for him. Walk him in traps. It's fairly easy at the highest levels, and I think that Daniel Jacobs' team is innately it's made for smaller guys walking into traps and to be outboxed. Canelo Alvarez is known for having problems with boxers. Austin Trout, Arizona Laura, Floyd Mayweather. Any kind of boxer that can move really well, that can get off combinations real quick and move, hard problems for Canelo Alvarez. So, man, I think Canelo Alvarez has his hands full in this fight. I could easily see him get outboxed. Now, Canelo Alvarez, his chin's okay, man. I never seen Canelo get hit flush with at least six, at least 4-piece. I never seen him get hit with like a 4-piece power clean shot or countered cleanly. I never seen him get countered completely cleanly. Now, the last time I seen him get wobbled really bad was Miguel Cotto's brother. He almost got stopped in that fight. And I think that I've seen Daniel Jacobs get hit clean before. The guy has a chin, man. But Canelo Alvarez, we don't know if he can take a clean shot, multiple clean shots from an elite level fighter. Triple G, he was never really able to land a couple clean shots, at least on Canelo Alvarez. I don't remember him landing one overhand right. That was a decent shot. But, Triple G doesn't really throw combinations. When he throws punches, they're like power punches back to back. It's not a combination. It's different. But yeah, man, that's the reason why I think Daniel Jacobs can win a fight. He's longer. He has a better camp that's used to aggressive fighters coming forward and him taking advantage of that. He's more elusive. He can go southpaw and orthodox. And I think he hits harder than Canelo Alvarez too, man. I just think it's all downhill for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has very few advantages in this fight. I think he may have better counter punching ability, but you have to be close to Canelo to even, use that at all. If I throw a jab and Canelo throws a jab, I'm probably gonna land my jab first. So if you can't even land a jab on a taller or longer fighter, then how are you gonna counter the longer fighter? Basically, Daniel Jacobs has to be reaching and really be reckless to really get countered by Canelo Alvarez, and he should only really land a few punches at a time instead of trying to bang with him. So man, that's why I feel Canelo Alvarez is probably gonna lose this fight, man. Daniel Jacobs should easily win this fight if he stuck to a game plan. I think he should pull a strategy that's boxing most of the time and aggressive when he hasn't wobbled or hurt. If you catch him in a clean shot, go in for the kill, man. Go in for the kill. Go in for the kill. So that's how I feel about it, though, man. I think Daniel Jacobs can easily win this fight. Too tall, too strong, too big. Perfect trainers to keep him on the outside. Everything's going for him well, man. And this is it for him. This is his biggest fight of his career. He's definitely going to come in the shape of his life. And this is it, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. JACOBS Empire. Peace. JACOBS Empire. Peace.